Hello, friends and family of YouTube. Man, I have got a great tip to share with you today if you are camping or at home and you want to stay warm this winter in the bed. Man, I have got a great tip to share with you. And to make it even better, I have two great Indian warriors to help me illustrate how you can stay warm in the wintertime while you're trying to sleep. Check this out. And I would really like to thank these two gentlemen for helping us out today, these two great warriors. And their father was Chief Moshintak, and his name meant he gets wet in the rain. And the gentleman here on the left, his name is Hukantak, and his name means he walks on his feet. And the guy on the right here, his name is Kulbini, and his name means sleeps on his back. So anyway, it's great that we have him along for sure today. But anyway, these two great warriors are going to show us how they sleep in the woods and anywhere else they are. And man, they've really got this thing figured out of how you can stay warm. So let's see how they do it. Okay, now at first glance, you're probably not noticing a whole lot of difference between the two guys here. They both got a blanket over them. They're both laying down. Okay, and as you look at it a little while longer, you start to noticing that this one here looks like he's been tucked in. Well, I'm going to show you a way that you can tuck yourself in. You don't need your grandma around or your mother or a cute little woman, none of that, just to tuck you in. And he didn't get his brother to do it either. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to do that here in a second. But the reason why being tucked in will keep you warmer than not tucked in, look how much cold air can come right through this area here, all this cavity that is around him. So he that walks on his feet is getting a lot of cold air coming through here. So in the morning time, he would probably have to drink a whole lot of coffee to get warmed up. Now his brother, he that sleeps on his back, now he has really got it figured out. So when he wakes up in the morning, he's probably the one that has to get the coffee going because he's the only one that's still able to move around real good. All right, so now what I want to show you is how you can make the bed sheet kind of go around you just the same as it did here with him. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take this guy here, and as you take and you just turn like that in your bed, see what it did? It tucked himself in. So now what he can do is he can take his arm and pull his arm up there and kind of pull the sheets up a little tighter around his neck and around his torso, whatever, so if he needs to. But yeah, that's all you got to do is you just take your body and you just roll over both directions. Now you can see that I've got this folded over several times and stuff, so it's going to act a little differently. And he put a little too much starch in his blanket too, so it's making it a little stiffer than his brother here. Again, his brother, his name is he that sleeps on his back. So he's definitely had this figured out since birth, basically. But so he knows better than to put a lot of starch in his sheet. But yeah, that's the main trick right there is just take your body, and I'll pull this out all again here. So even once you get all of that sheet completely out, look how much space is up under here. Man, there's a huge gap. This old boy right here is gonna freeze if he don't start acting right. So he take that sheet, just roll over a couple of times, and you see what it did there. It just tucked it right up under. So yep. As a lot of you may know, I sell and collect antiques, and so that's how I had these two Indians here. There's some of the antiques that I have that one of them I'm going to sell. I'm going to keep the other one. But those are from the 70s, maybe late 60s. Anyway, it was Marks that put those out, was the name of the company. So, man, I always loved the Indian heritage stuff. When I was growing up, I liked to hear my dad tell stories about his grandmother, which of course is my great grandmother. She was 100% full-blooded Indian, Cherokee, and of course my grandfather, of course, had 50% in him. And my dad would say that they would go hunting for whether it was squirrel or rabbit or whatever, but my grandfather killed more rabbits with a slingshot versus a gun. They did have a 22 rifle, but bullets were expensive, and my grandfather grew up in the Great Depression, so he grew up using a slingshot more than he did a gun. But anyway, we still have that gun today that my grandfather used. And my mother, she had some Indians on her side as well that were full-blooded Indians. So, man, I've always loved the traditions and heritage and hearing the stories about those. And one of these days, hopefully, I can get out west and see how these people really live. So anyway, let me get to something else and show you what's been going on around here. Well, it's a windy day outside today. Kiki girl having to hunt from the window. She's been watching the birds out there, and every now and then you'll see her little mouth chatter, and she'll do that cat talk that cats do whenever they're watching birds and wanting to go play with them. Anyway, we've got man, our flowers are really at full bloom out right now, and I have no idea what you call these flowers, but they're all in Mama's yard, and Mama brings me a fresh set of flowers about every 2 or 3 days, so keeps the house looking a little better than. As y'all know, us bachelors, we do struggle with that. And I know some of you like my antiques, so I wanted to show off something else that I've gotten fairly recent. It's a Martin stove skillet. Man, I tell you what, I am loving this thing. Man, it was in rough shape, and I'm still working with trying to get it seasoned just right. I'm gonna have to clean this out a little bit more and re-season it as well. But man, this thing was rusty. It was really a mess when I got it, but of course the more I cook with it, the better it's gonna get as well. What I use is I use bacon grease or grease from sausage to get my skillets going, and I've got several of them. I've probably got a dozen cast iron skillets. That's what I mostly do my cooking in. Something else I wanted to share with you is I have changed out just about all the light bulbs in my house. These are the LED type bulbs, and man, I have already seen a significant drop in my utility bill. My last utility bill that came in for the month of February was $89. So now here's something that I did notice that I wasn't real crazy about. These are LED. These are dimmable, of course. You can only get these in 4-pack or 12-pack. Well, my light fixture has 5 bulbs, and most of them do. They either have 5 or 6. Well, they don't sell them that way. That way you have to buy 2 packs or you have to buy a 12-pack. Well, I went ahead and got a 12-pack just in case I need them or somebody else in my family needs them, because if I would have bought 2 4-packs, I would have only had 3 bulbs extra. Well, it was $2 more to buy a 12-pack, so now I've got enough to either do me another one or help somebody else out. Well, some of you may not know, just in case, I want to remind you that I do have 2 channels going on here. One is Dave's RV channel, and it is nothing but RV related. This channel is Dave and Muppy RV and Vlog. And I'm trying to get away from doing much RV related stuff on this channel, but I wanted to give you that tip today to just to kind of get the opportunity to remind you about my other channel that is 100% RV related, because sometimes when I do vlog videos on this channel that clearly has vlog in the title, I still have complaints that I need to do RV videos. So I'm just trying to have a little fun. Hey, man, I'm trying to get something for everyone. What's funny is the RV videos get more views, but the vlog videos get more length of time watching. People seem to watch these videos almost all the way through to the end, where the RV videos they watch for 5 minutes and 42 seconds. So yeah, it's YouTube is very interesting, man. It's so hard to try to figure this thing out. I have done so many things over the years of trying to change my channels around, and I think I've finally gotten it to where I want it to be, having the two different channels, and I just want to try to make everybody happy, including myself. So I will have some more vlog related stuff coming out soon. I will be giving you some updates on the rental property. I've had some people ask about that. I will be doing some videos on that coming up soon too. Folks, I appreciate y'all spending some time with me today. Hope to see y'all real soon. Y'all take care. All right. Bye-bye.